I mean, on the MOOC topic, do you think, do MOOCs present a challenge for us in higher ed, or is it just another universe of free stuff? I mean, to what extent will it be something which influences this online teaching space? Perhaps, as you say, Nick, in negative ways, but perhaps positive ways. I mean, what are the implications of MOOCs?
It's a really neat form of library. I think there are interactive communities that grow out of them that aren't necessarily following that standard line of I will lecture, you will be quizzed. They're developing their own discourse communities. I think that's probably the more interesting
organizing these Facebook pages outside the class framework where people actually do a lot of their learning.
Or translating course materials into languages for other groups of people who aren't necessarily able to listen to the lecture. I mean, I think the kind of redoing the MOOC is like, discussion groups or book clubs. But I also think the fact that so many of us, even if we use videos in class, right, we're doing something similar to what MOOCs are doing, which is providing content that's already been made and fitting it in a way that helps us. I think one of the challenges I'm finding teaching an undergrad class is that they're very willing to watch a 9-minute video, not so much willing to go to 21 minutes. So now they're starting to modularize their learning based on the amount of time between commercials, which scares the heck out of me. But I think thinking about what you can do in particular chunks of time is something that MOOCs have helped us think about too.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we know a lot about how knowledge management systems in the corporate and organizational sectors work. They're repositories of knowledge, right? So it's the transmissive form of education. If you want to look up what the latest formula on this and that is, that's where you go. So it's like a Google search, right? A lot of good use for storing information, retrieving information. Not so good at updating information, at engaging learners, at responding to specific needs, specific questions, right? So to me, the MOOC question is the MOOC idea is strong on the potential for transmission of information, less so, or with a lot more work and different models, at the transformative idea of education.
But in the MOOC world, there's also a very broad range of things. There are videos with quizzes.
Right.
The interesting thing about something like the Coursera platform is that it does actually have discussion boards. It does have peer review of things which are qualitative and argumentative, as opposed to simply being procedural or factually oriented. So I think that's opened up a lot of interesting possibilities for all of us, to be quite frank, in some interesting kinds of ways.
Coursera's actually been pretty good. I mean, faculty keep pushing back against Coursera, saying, I want these features for my... So, I mean, the MOOC model, what the MOOC model is itself evolving, and we may have to do away with the term MOOC before too much longer. Now, I'm not anti-MOOC, but one of our colleagues here early on made a really great point, which is that I think that a MOOC is a textbook. It's like a textbook. And like a textbook, reading a textbook is not the same as taking a course. It can be part of taking a course, but there are other things you have to build around it to really make it a real learning experience. Anybody can just go to a library and read a textbook, but presumably we're offering something more than that. Hopefully we're offering something more than that in our courses.